Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Carolyn Cooper McHewitt, and I am honored to introduce you to the Grand Connection. We are a global, virtual, business leading community that is about teaching businesses around the world business skills, as well as collaboration and networking. And we are super excited to invite you to a free event this Thursday called the Grand Connection Mixer Extravaganza. And we have 3 other organizations coming together, bringing all their people to meet you. Lots of opportunity to learn. Our theme this month at the Grand Connection is vision, value, and goal setting to create a foundation for success for 2024. We have one of our collaboration partners, Melissa Deely, here with us today, and I'd like to introduce you to her. Melissa is an integrative mind-body health practitioner, trainer of NLP, timeline therapy, and hypnotherapy, and she is completely dedicated to guiding individuals towards their best lives. She hosts the impactful Don't Wait for Your Wake Up Call podcast, offering concise and practical advice for health and mindset and embodying her commitment to holistic well-being. Melissa, welcome. We are so excited that you're going to be speaking at our mixer this Thursday. Tell us what your talk is going to be focused all about.
Well, thank you, Carolyn. I'm excited to be one of the featured speakers and to be here sharing this today. And of course, my talk is in alignment with what you just shared, vision, value, and goal setting for 2024. And so I'm going to be asking people, what is their vision for their health? What is the value of their health to them? And what goals have they put in place around their health? And the takeaways are going to be along the lines of understanding where our health as society is at today compared to 100 years ago. And understanding the 2 main causes of chronic illness, because to me, that is the epidemic that we're experiencing right now. And if you understand the 2 causes, you can then make better choices and choose to do things differently. And then what are some of the steps that you can be taking in order to mitigate your risk of chronic illness? And that's really one of my major one of my major goals in life today is we don't have to have the level of chronic illness that we have in the world. And when people understand that they can make different choices and not end up with a diagnosis of chronic illness, they get to choose a long life and focus on their health span rather than their lifespan. And it's not hard to do. You just need the education to know how to do it. And that is what's not taught through our mainstream media, through our education system. And so that's what I focus on teaching. And I'm excited to share more on Thursday.
Awesome. This is so good. And people, we have 2 other organizations we're going to be partnering with. One is from South Africa, and it's called My Most Trusted, with Scott Cundill is the leader and incredible visionary of that organization. He's going to bring his community, and CaptainJV. Danny Bermant is going to be here from the UK, and he's going to bring his whole community, and he's focusing on joint venture partnerships. So people, whatever you're doing on Thursday, move that appointment to another day, because, honestly, you don't have to do your business alone. You can learn from these incredible leaders around the globe and come together. We focus on collaboration because that is the key to creating more success in your business, taking it to the next level. Now, let's just talk about grand connections and collaborations. Okay, girls? Let's do this. So, Melissa,
Absolutely.
you have had many incredible grand connections in our community that has supported the success of your business. So share with us a couple of those kinds of stories that maybe we can inspire some businesses today to look at that as maybe their core value for 2024.
Absolutely. As you know, I've been a member of Grand Connection since 2020 when you first started. And one of the first power partner connections that I made within Grand Connection was with another health coach. And that health coach wasn't designated or trained in running functional medicine lab tests for her clients, but she understood the value of knowing where the imbalances were in the body in helping her clients heal. And as a result, we formed a partnership, and she would send her clients to me to run those lab tests. And then once we'd run the lab tests and I'd share the wellness plan with the client and the coach, I would hand that client back to the coach to guide them on their healing journey. And in return, I was helping her build her business by sharing with her resources to build a business. So our power partnership wasn't you give me a client, I give you a client, which so many people think that it is, and therefore they have a hard time making it work. It was, how can I help you and how can you help me? And so that's been a beautiful relationship. And as you said, I've had many relationships. Another wonderful one that is much more recent is with my nonprofit. And I came to the coaches networking group in December. And I met a woman there who lives in Texas that's from Nigeria. And when she did her introduction, she talked about helping families with autistic children as well as supporting her African sisters. And so when I heard that, I talked about my nonprofit, and which is Girls Matter, and helping educate girls and keep them in school to break the poverty cycle, one girl, one family, one village at a time, and stop teenage marriages. And she resonated with that. And we immediately said we needed to connect outside of Grand Connection on a one-to-one meeting. And we did. And she had no idea that at our AGM, our board had discussed the need for a mentor for our girls. And when she and I met for our one-to-one, she asked me at the end of the call, could I be a mentor to your girls? I mean, that was just beautiful synchronicity, a gift from the universe. And so, of course, I said yes. And she's now done 2 mentoring calls with our girls. And we had a board meeting today, and I heard an update on the second one. And it's just so powerful. And that was all because we met in a random Zoom room, breakout room on Grand Connection. Another fabulous connection I've made, again, I think it was the next day at the speakers networking event, or maybe it was the Christmas networking event where you brought all the groups together, I think. So again, December, I met a fellow who said that he runs events, and he mentioned that he runs events for corporations, but also fundraising events for nonprofits. So of course, my ears perked up because again, at our AGM, we had talked about running an event for Girls Matter on March 8th, the International Day of the Girl. And we were going to do it ourselves. But then here, all of a sudden, I was gifted this person that had done it many times before. And so we are now working with him to plan our event for March the 8th and moving things forward. And that's been phenomenal. And he has the blueprint. He also has the database of people to invite. And we just have to plan our speaking topics and show up on the day. So very, very powerful connections that just seem to drop in my lap exactly as I need them. And every time I show up to one of the Grand Connection networking events, I meet someone new, but I also meet people that I've met before, which is great because it allows us to build a deeper relationship.
Here. So people, did you hear that? So the opportunities are available to you right now, globally. It's the truth. And you need to put a hand out. You need to participate in a community that Susan and I call the Grand Connection can be your networking community and home. Because to be involved in a community that cares, to be connected with other people that are like-minded, that are grand givers, as Melissa just shared, that's what it's about. So your vision has to be big, and also to take the time and energy to come to events. Now, Susan, what would you like to add to that?
Well, I'm just going to talk a little bit about our event on Thursday. This is one of our mixers. It's the first mixer of the year, so it's going to be big, and everybody's excited because everyone loves a mixer. They're fun events. There's tons of breakouts. We've got short little talks, and it's a guided journey because Melissa's going to talk about our vision and our plan and our health, what we need to be, how we can have that foundation in our life. Then we're going to come in and we're going to learn about easy ways using our new Chrome extension app that helps you create introductions through LinkedIn from Scott Cundill and his community. And he's going to demo it and show us the tool that's free for you to use and get started on. And then you're going to see how important it is to find those right introductions. And he has a new AI technology that runs in the app that he calls Match Me. So it's going to help you find the right people to meet. So then of course, Danny, CaptainJV, is going to talk about once you got these connections, you got to have the plan. You need to have the good health and the energy to be able to do the things you want to do. Then you got the tools to use. Then CaptainJV is going to talk to us about how to create those JV partnerships that bring you success. So this is just a powerful event. We're going to learn from our guests, our hosts of these other communities, but we're also going to have breakouts in between and meet lots and lots of people. So this is your chance to get to know more people. Our chats are open so people can connect in the chats. You can book the meeting in the meeting, create those one-on-ones. And our goal is for you to have the most successful year in 2024. And Grand Connections is what will make you succeed. So we just can't wait. It's easy to come to. If you haven't been to a Grand Connection before, you can come twice as a guest. So this is definitely an event you want to come to. Come experience the Grand Connection. Come prepare a little introduction ahead. You're going to get an email that's going to tell you how to get set up, what to do to get started. It's a very friendly group, right, Carolyn?
Totally.
Yes, it's so much fun. You're going to come meet great people in the rooms. Some of our members, they're there to help facilitate the room, so they make it easy. Everybody introduces themselves. There'll be discussion topics around what we just heard, and it helps us get deeper. And as Ms. Melissa mentioned before, by talking and meeting in the rooms, you can create those relationships. So it's a fabulous event. You just want to come 2 hours, the best 2 hours of your week.
Yes, definitely. And you'll feel inspired when you leave, guaranteed. And you will have met great people that you can follow up on and continue those meaningful relationships. So Melissa, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing with us. We're really excited to hear your talk on Thursday at the Networking Mixer Extravaganza with the Grand Connection people. Just sign up. It's down below here. Go to grandconnection.ca, and we look forward to seeing you at the event. Take good care. Thank you.